And welcome back to the Flow Sports Fix on this Wednesday evening. Courtney with her Sports Express not too far away for you, along with the conversation we're going to have about cricket with the Flow Man and the Stat Man. But the Stat Man right now, he's looking at local netball.
Thank you, Clayton. Yes, the Sports Fix continues on, and let's have a look at the remainder of our netball competitions that we didn't cover yesterday in around our Flow network. In South Australia, we're up to Northeastern Netball, and that's where we'll start the A1 results there. Now, thrilling game between Midman and South Clare, 46-44, South Clare getting the win there. BSR 43 defeated Blythe Snowtown 30, and Ununda Robertstown keep on winning as well. They beat North Clare 41-26. Now, that was back on the 8th of May. They had a week off, I believe, last week. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure they didn't play last week. So if you have a look at the ladder now as a result of those matches there, and we did cover them last week, RSMU on top with 2 wins from 2 starts. BSR making up the top 4, 1-1. In the middle of those, Ununda Robertstown, they're 2-1. South Clare also 2-1. Outside of the 4 at the moment, North Clare, Midman and Blythe Snowtown, who haven't had a win yet. That's Blythe Snowtown. North and Midman, both 1 win each. All right, moving away from Northeastern, let's go to Barossa, Light and Gawler. They did play last weekend. Angaston 58, Freeling 26. Barossa District had a good win over Gawler Central, 63-48. A thriller between Newry and Williston, with Newry getting the job done 46-44, and a solid win for South Gawler as well over Kapunda. They had a win there in Senior 1 action, 47-40. A1 matches in Adelaide Plains netball, only 3 of them to report on. Two Wells 42 defeated Hanley Bridge 35. Balaclava, what about this score? 84 over Long Plains 27. Whoa. And then a very high scoring game between Virginia and Mallee where they couldn't be split. 51 each at the final whistle. You don't see that very often. Both teams scoring over 50. You don't see teams scoring over 50 not winning very often. So, well, there you go. Well done to those two sides. Couldn't be split at full time. An intense game, that one. Now, Mallee Netball, let's move on to that. They had 3 matches again last weekend. Karoona Districts had a thriller against BDT, but it was the Crow Girls getting over the line 42-40. But that wasn't the closest match of the round. That's right, only 2 goals in that. How about this for a scoreline? Pinaroo 61 defeated Murrayville 60. Just 1 goal in it, 121 goals in the game. Wow. And Lamoureux, they thrashed Pekin District 73-28. KNT Netball, 4 matches to report on here. Another close one between Narracourt and Bordertown, 43-41. Keith had a solid win over Padthaway, 73-47. Border Districts, they accounted for Kybe Bolite fairly comfortably, 57-34. And Lucendale did likewise to Mundalla by 21 goals, 64-43. Moving on now to Mid-Southeast Netball. And if we have a look at the A-grade matches from last weekend, Kalangadoo with 4-goal winners over Hatherley, 45-41. Glencoe, 42, defeated the Robe Roosters, 32. Port Mac, 59, easy winners over Nangwarry, 44. And Tantanoola had a 7-goal win over Mount Burr in the A-grade results from last week. Now it's time for us to cross the border into Victoria. And the 15th of May, round 5 of action in Horsham and District's netball. And we've got 5 matches to cover here. Edenhope, Apsley, they took on Kaniva Orr, and it was Kaniva too good, 58-28, 30-goal winners there. Kalkee, they were winners again over Taylor's Lake, who clearly don't have a side in the A-grade competition, so that's obviously a forfeit. Moving on. Laharam, 67 over the Swifts, 24. Harrow Balmoral, 58 over Nadimuck United, very comfortable winners, 24. And Narrajwa Kwantong, 55. They were also good, solid winners over Japarut Rainbow, who could only rustle up 37 goals. They were the winners. There was another game, though. Pimpanayo took on Rapanyip, and yep, you guessed it, there was a draw, 42 goals apiece. So a thrilling result there in Horsham and Districts netball. We'll move to Wimmera netball now, where we've got 4 A-grade matches from last week to report on. The Southern Mallee Giants didn't have it all their own way against Nil. Top of the ladder at the moment. They only won by 11 goals, so that's 58-47. Well done, Nil. Stall, 59 against Dimbola, 42, so well done, Stall. Horsham Saints continue Minyat Matoa. Their winless start to the season. Who would have thought that? The reigning premiers have not had a win, so Horsham 49, Minyat Matoa 39. And the Warwick Eagles had a solid 15-goal win over Ararat, 60-45. And our last competition to have a look at, 5 A-grade matches now to cover in Colac and Districts netball. And if I start by getting the A grade up instead of the D grade, that'd be a good start. If we go to the 15th of May, we had Apollo Bay, who had a thrilling win over Illawarra Biak, 50-47. The Western Eagles, they went down to Otway District, 61-46. Another thriller between Simpson and Colac Imperials, 45-43. The way of the Tiger Girls from Simpson there. Lorne had a 13-goal win over Birregurra, 56-43. And the final match of the round to report on, Alvey had a fairly comfortable win over South Colac, 49-27 in the A-grade competition. More details from netball competitions across the state during our Flow Friday night sports show. Again this Friday, I'll be bringing that to you alongside the Flow Man. For now, that is a look at netball across our country areas in our Flow network. Back to you, Clayton.
Thanks, Jason. You'll get more local netball right across South Australia, Victoria, New South Wales with the Stat Man on Friday, along with the Flow Man too, as they bring you the Flow Friday night sports show. But the Flow Man and the Stat Man, well, they're coming up next. We're going to be talking about cricket.